not having a wider welfare and common good type role. So those are the four different principles that I think helpfully and accurately McElroy draws out, both from Scripture, we've seen some of the details of that, but also from the wider Christian tradition, that government is accountable to God, and that part of the Church's calling is to remind it of its limitation, because it's also limited. It exists not for the benefit of the ruling class or a particular group. It exists for the good of society as a whole and for the common good, and that its particular calling within society, what makes it distinct from other callings within society, is this calling to enact just public judgment. So, final slide. In Scripture and in Christian history, we find various perspectives on political authority. Again, we've emphasised that, the different patterns of political structure within Old Testament Israel, the different patterns in Christian history as we move from the early church and the margins into different models of Christendom and understandings of the role of the church and Christian rulers compared to rulers in wider society. No single structure of political authority, I think, can be viewed as divinely ordained. You've obviously had your divine right of kings and different theories at different times. There's relatively few, I think, people who would now argue that there is a biblical structure or a structure that Christians must implement, though, as I said, some principles may lead, we may think we are more likely to get limited government for the common good if there is a democratic element within it than if there's purely a sort of inherited absolute monarch. Divinely ordained role of political authority. There's a sense political authority is limited, rendered to Caesar and so on, and its focus is on justice. And the question then also is, well, how broadly do we understand justice, and how much can and should governments do to ensure justice is the social reality in the realm in which they govern?